Everyone. Good morning, Hyderabad. Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone has a chance to look at the startups, the solutions they are providing, and also had a chance to get your tea and coffee. Yeah. Uh, a very warm welcome to all of you on the Digital Conclave, Digital Innovation Conclave 2026. This is our second edition, and Hyderabad is the first choice that came to our mind when we were thinking about doing our second edition. It was the first choice that how Hyderabad is taking up in technology and beating the entire nationally and internationally. It is providing us very innovative solutions. So thank you all for being here. Today's conclave brings together industry leaders like yourself, technology experts, and policymakers to explore how emerging technologies can help organizations solve real world problems, create new opportunities, and drive sustainable growth. Technologies like AI, IoT, blockchain, and data platforms are no longer future possibilities. They are actively reshaping enterprises of every size. Our focus today is practical, actionable insights, real world experiences, and collaborative thinking that move digital transformation from vision to value. Hi everyone, I am Priyanshi. I am from NASSCOM Center of Excellence and your host for the day. I extend a heartwarm welcome to each one of you. We would like to mention the backbone of the event, our partners. Our platinum partner, Lloyd's Technology Center, our associate partner, Quest Corp, our ecosystem partner, CXO TechBot, InnoMantra, and Unearth Insight, and our outreach partner, ClusterZap.ai. Thank you for having our back. To formally set the tone for the conclave, it gives me a great pleasure to invite a leader who has been at the forefront of building India's AI and IoT innovation ecosystem. He brings together industry, startups, government, and academia to co-create real-world impact. And he's also our mentor. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Mr. Sanjeev Malhotra, CEO at NASSCOM COE IoT and AI, for the welcome note.
Good morning, everyone. Great to be here in Hyderabad, the city that is continuing to expand its footprint on the technology map of India and the world. I think you come here every year, you see something new, both in terms of the companies as well as the overall infrastructure that gets created here. So I represent, as Priyanshi just said, represent the Center of Excellence in NASSCOM. A lot of you would have known NASSCOM. NASSCOM is a large organization engaged in multiple different focus areas. And I represent the innovation arm of NASSCOM. And innovation, has become an important word. While it's a loose term, we all think of it in a different way. A lot of us think of it in a, something futuristic. That is not true, because the way things are happening, that way technology is progressing, the speed of technology, innovations is becoming somehow not easy for any one organization or individual to just capture on their own. And at COE, we sit at a confluence of industry, startups, governments, and other parts of the ecosystem that includes investors, because everything, all the ecosystem has to come together for this innovation to grow in any particular country or any particular environment. And and that's what we have learned over last 10 years, that we have been single-minded focus of bringing out newer products, newer solutions, newer technologies from India while collaborating with the rest of the world. As we all know, nothing can be done in isolation. Innovation cannot be done in isolation. And that's why conclaves like this, where we actually pool together the ideas from the experts we have so many experts present in the room, and a lot of us are working on newer things also, or working on whatever things we are working on. There is always going to be an opportunity to do newer things and bring out newer ideas. Innovation doesn't mean always a path-breaking thing. We can always use some new technologies in improvising what we are doing, whether we are in operations or development or R&D or in any other field that we do. So having said that, I want to share some of the experiences that we have as part of Center of Excellence. And that's where I would like to invite all of you to be kind of bringing out your ideas and thoughts and share your experiences also as we go along in the day. As COE, we work with a lot of governments, a lot of industries who bring out some of the problem areas or use cases they believe that are going to be important for them. Because we don't go by technology first, we go by problem first. Where is the area that technology brings an impact? That is our focus area, because technology innovators are sitting all over the world. But what we have to see here is how do we bring it where industry can benefit or even citizens can benefit. We are working on some of the use cases with the governments where how do you recognize illegal construction in areas which are difficult to identify manually. So using satellite images, and then with AI, it becomes far easier and quicker for governments to identify where the illegal construction is happening. Similarly, an interesting use case came up, how to identify stray cows on the road. This is happening in the state of Gujarat, by the way. And how many know how do you identify a cow? So you identify a cow through nostrils. This is the unique identifier for identifying a cow. We learn these things on daily basis, right? There are forest departments who come to us, they want to understand the migratory patterns of the birds. There are industries who come to us and say that, can we find a new chemical substitute for the products we sell in the market? If you want a sulfur-free shampoo, what is a substitute for sulfur? How do you get to that? I mean, there's a lot of chemical analysis goes on that. That's not a simple answer, and nor it can be done by one individual or one startup or one organization. And that's where they also use the collective wisdom of the ecosystem to bring out these answers. So these were some of the snippets of the type of issues we deal with. And this is going to be, there's no limit on how much we can actually bring it to how much value we can create out of it, both for the industry as well as for the governments. So today, we have a lot of good ideas that will be discussed, and that is the purpose of having this digital innovation conclave, where we focus on some of the impact that we can create with technology. Everybody's experience counts, everybody's thought process counts, and we are going to be having pretty productive discussion at the end of it, we'll follow up on even after this, right? And we want this to be a continuous discussion, year after year, month after month, and look forward for good interactions with everyone, and welcome all of you once again. And we will be here till end of the day talking different ideas that constitute the vast areas of technology. Thank you.
Thank you, Sanjeev. So I was just a little bit excited because I knew the answer for the nostrils. So like a small kid, I got excited. Thank you, Sanjeev sir, for setting the context so powerfully. Moving forward, our keynote this morning focuses on how banks are reimagining themselves to become truly digital first and AI enabled. To share this perspective, we have with us a leader who has spent over 26 years building large scale technology platforms in global financial services. He currently leads engineering and data platforms for commercial banking at the Lloyds Technology Center, right here in Hyderabad, and has held senior roles across organizations such as UBS, Barclays, and Accenture. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Ashish Jain, who leads technology platform and heads engineering commercial at Lloyds Technology Center for the keynote address on digital first AI enabled bank.